Good morning, everyone. Today we will learn about weather reports. What is a weather report? A weather report tells us what the weather is like in different places. So what we have here is a world map. Can you see the continents? Let's name them together. North America, South America, Europe, Africa, Asia, Australia or Oceania. Australia and Oceania. And here is Antarctica, the South Pole, and here we have the Arctic Circle, which is the North Pole. Okay, so as you can see, these two areas are very cold, and here this area is hot. Now, let's take a look at the world map again. The countries we will be talking about are Argentina and this specific area, which is called Cape Horn. We will also talk about Canada, which is here. We'll be talking also about Ireland, and we'll be talking about Greece. We will try to think of a weather report to make about each of these countries. The types of weather that we need to use are cool and cloudy, windy, cold and snowy, hot and sunny. So, what's the weather like in Canada? Canada is up here near the North Pole. So, what do you think the weather is like? Yes, it's cold and snowy. Here, it's Cape Horn. Two oceans meet here. What do you think the weather is like there? There are strong winds blowing in the area, so yes, it's windy. Let's go to Europe now. The country that we are going to talk about is Ireland. Ireland is here in the world map. So what's the weather like? It's cool and cloudy. Finally, Greece. Here, we all know what the weather is like in Greece. Greece is here in the world map. So it's hot and sunny. Now you are the weatherman. So practice presenting the weather. I want you to practice by saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, here's the weather report." And then start talking about the places and the types of weather that we discussed. An example here. In Cape Horn, the weather is windy. Now practice with the rest. You can pause the recording and continue after you have finished your practice. Now I want you to go to your students' books, page 75, and go to exercise number 5. In the meantime, I hope you enjoyed being Mr. Arniakos, and also you have enjoyed practicing the song. Now, look at the 4 pictures. What season is it in each of the pictures? What season is it here? It's summer. What season is it here? You can see the fallen leaves here. So it's autumn or fall. What season is it here? It's spring, although in spring here in Greece it doesn't rain so much. What about this picture? It's winter. In picture C, this type of weather is typical in England in spring. Now, let's take a look at the labels. The labels with the clothes and the items that the child is wearing. So here he is wearing sunglasses. He is wearing shorts and he's wearing sandals. Now, let's take a look at some more items that he is wearing. He is wearing a t-shirt. And we can say that he is wearing light clothes, not heavy clothes. Shorts, t-shirts are light clothes. Let's go to picture B. In this picture, the boy is wearing a jumper, another word for pullover or sweater, and he is wearing a scarf round his neck. Let's see what other words we can use here. He is wearing warm clothes, not heavy clothes, but warm clothes. Let's now go to picture C. In picture C, the boy is wearing a raincoat, which protects him from rain. Now, let's see what else he's wearing. He is wearing boots. This specific type of boots is called Wellington boots, or we can call them just Wellingtons. He is holding also an umbrella. And do you know what these are called? This is a paddle. Okay? Let's go to picture D now. He's wearing a coat to keep warm, okay? So he is also wearing a woolen hat or beanie. Beanie is another word for this type of woolen hat. He's wearing gloves. Actually, these ones are called mittens. Well, mittens are gloves with two parts. One for the thumb, for this particular finger, and there is one part for all the other fingers. On the other hand, gloves usually have one part for each finger. In general, in winter, we wear heavy clothes, not light clothes, heavy clothes. Now, do you see these marks on the snow? Do you know what they are? They are footprints, what we leave on the snow while walking. Now we are going to listen to a woman describing different weather conditions. You will have to point to each picture depending on what you hear. Let's listen.
Pupils Book, page 75, Activity 5. Listen and find. Then ask and answer for you. 1. It's cool and cloudy. You need your jumper and your scarf. But the good news is that it isn't rainy. 2. Hello everyone. The weather is hot and sunny. Wear your shorts, your sandals and your sunglasses and have a nice day. 3. You need your coat today because it's cold and snowy. 4. It's Saturday morning and the weather is rainy. Wear your raincoat today. Oh, and take your umbrella.
So now let's see the order in which we heard them. First, we heard this one. Then, we heard this. After that, we heard this. And finally, we heard this. Now it's time for you to practice. So, here we have some examples of things that you can say. So one question might be, what do you wear on sunny days? Remember that we use the preposition on when we speak of days. And then you need to give a full answer when they ask you, okay, because you will have to change roles after you ask the question. So the answer will be full. On sunny days, I wear shorts, a t-shirt, and sunglasses. You can use, of course, all this vocabulary. There are some other examples. What do you wear on cold and snowy days? And you will give a full answer again. Also, the question could be asked this way. What do you wear when it's rainy? Using the word when. Also, what do you carry? Not what you wear when it's rainy. It is obvious what you carry. Okay, so practice it. First ask, then be the one who answers. Use your parents or brothers or sisters to practice these dialogues. Now, the last thing that we will see on this page is the Think Big section. Well, we will have to practice talking about what weather is good for football practice, a walk in the park, going to the beach, and going skiing. You will have to choose from these 4 types of weather that we discussed, and whatever you have seen in this unit. So I have given you 2 examples here. First of all, I want you to take a look at these 2 phrases. I think and in my opinion. These are expressions that we use to say what we believe. So it's good to start with these 2 expressions to say what you believe. Then you use the type of weather. So here I have cool weather, here warm and windy weather in these examples. And then you can talk about what this type of weather is good for. So in this example, I think cool weather is good for football practice. And here, in my opinion, warm and windy weather is good for a walk in the park. Okay, so practice saying these sentences many times and do the same with C and D. It's quite easy. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed this class. See you in the next